Welcome to this quick demonstration on how to use our code mapping tool. So the code mapping tool is used in conjunction with our universal import program. The code mapping tool can be used to clean up fine lines for product that already exists in your system, and it also can be used for new items that are added to your system to put those items into the correct fine line. Let's take a look at the sample file that's showing on my screen. In this case, column A is the category used by this vendor for housewares and cleaning. However, 15 is not a fine line that exists within my POS system. So we can use code mapping to map category 15 in this case to an existing fine line in the POS system. So I'm going to go over to the Product Management tab, go to Code Mapping, come down here to Fine Line, click Add, and the source code is 15 in this case, so we'll put in 15. And the destination code, I can click the buttons to look it up, but I know that I want to put this in destination 6000, which is household products. And then I'm going to tell it I'm mapping by vendor, and my vendor is VDI, Variety Distributors in this case, and I'm going to click Add. So what this does, when we go to Universal Import, anywhere it finds 15 in the fine line field, it's going to map it to 6000 instead of 15. Now you would go through with your vendor and enter each one of the source codes and destination codes for that vendor, so that moving forward, anytime you did an import, it would import correctly. Okay, so now I'm going to go to Universal Import. I've taken the liberty of already creating a demo map just so that I can make this faster. I do want to point out that one thing that's very important here is that we put in the code mapping vendor of VDI in this case. Everything else is already mapped, so I'll click Test Format. This is just a warning saying that the file itself only contains a 2 decimal cost, and that's fine. I'll test the first 100 lines. We come back over here and we look. It says fine line is going to be 15, so we've mapped that correctly in the file itself. Here's the vendor item number, the report description, the regular cost, the regular retail, and then the barcode, the UPC. So those fields all look good. Now, reminding you that fine line 15, if everything works the way it's supposed to, will then map using this VDI map to 6000 in our system. So I'll process the data. All records are processed. Close out. So now I'll go to the product manager and bring up one of the items we just imported. I'll hit enter, and there you go. You see the item, and it's now in fine line 6000. And that is how code mapping works. I hope this helps. If you have any questions or need any help with Universal Import or setting up the codes, please feel free to call our support line. They're there to help you. Thanks and have a great day.